whatever, y'all. I realized I literally spend every free hour of my day at my desktop, whether I'm streaming, making content, editing, taking a call. I'm always at my desk setup. So I was like, I might as well invest, I might as well enjoy it, and I might as well make it comfortable. It's something that I've put a lot of time, a lot of money into, and I'm proud to say I have finally completed my desk setup, and I want to share it with you guys. My main thing with my desk setup was just keeping it exciting. I need something that's going to be able to motivate me and give me the drive to just create, and I feel like I have finally done that. I'm going to walk you guys through my creator zone, pretty much going over the stuff I use on a daily basis to just create my content. I'll go over the software, I'll go over the hardware that I use, and yeah, let's dive right in. When it comes to creating content of any form, whether I'm editing or something, I like to use my MacBook. And when I use my MacBook, I have it to where my desk can easily, I have a wire, a USB-C wire that connects to my monitor, and I just plug it into my MacBook, and then I use that to edit, and then I switch my keyboard and my mouse to just connect to my MacBook, and I'll show you guys how this works. I do have a PC, a gaming PC, but I prefer how Mac works when it comes to Adobe apps, so I do use that. I do some work on my actual PC with Adobe apps, but I prefer to use the MacBook. So I take it like this, plug it right in, and then I put it right on the stand. And then after that, I'm good to go. It boots the monitor right up, and then we're good. As you can see, it boots up with the monitor. Now I have the Mac behind me, and I have another screen as well. So when I'm editing vlogs, I want to be locked in. I have my second and third monitor off, so they're just off while I'm using this, and then it's a good workflow for me. I like this if I'm doing something where I need to just use Mac only and just lock in. A big part of my creator setup is my mic that I use when I'm recording voiceovers. I have this Zoom ZDM1 mic right here, which is connected to my audio interface, which I'll show in my streaming section, but I use this mic right here, connects to my PC. I record my voiceovers and I send them out as well. Also, I have these HyperX headphones right here. As you can see, I use these. They're very comfortable. They're wired. They connect right to my setup, right to my PS5. It's literally perfect. Another important piece to note is the camera that I use. My main camera, which is currently behind me right now, which is what I'm looking at right now, is the Sony a6700. It's still a great camera for everybody who doesn't know what camera to get. It's not a full frame camera. It is a mirrorless camera, which is fine. APS-C crop sensor. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. I use this for literally everything I do. Professional work, my work, creative work, vlogs, everything is doing everything. The camera up there is the ZV-10. I use that now as mainly my talking head camera. I leave it at the desk, and my streaming camera connects right to my streaming PC. And this wraps up the creator zone. Let's move on to the next one. Next up is my productivity zone, so we can jump right onto the computer so I can show you guys the apps that I use for editing, the apps that I use for scheduling, because I do work 9 to 5. I am trying to become a full-time creator, so I have to stay scheduled. I'm going to show you everything that I use so we can jump right onto my computer. The computer that we are going to be jumping onto is not the Mac. Like I said, I like to use the Mac for more editing and on the go type of stuff, and I'll use the PC for when I'm actually sitting at the desk and I have time to really get in there, because the PC can't come with me, so the stuff I do on there got to be able to take my time. And then I use apps like Notion so they can go to my phone. So let's switch to the computer view right now. I have the main monitor in the middle. I have the vertical monitor right here to the side. Then I have another one right here. I'll use all three of these things for specific purposes. For example, if I'm streaming, I like to put the chat on the vertical monitor. If I'm doing editing work and I want to watch a video, I'll use these two monitors. Whether I'm gaming, when I have the music or something else. Same thing if I'm rocking OBS and I want to like do something on the other monitor. That's why I have it. I feel like 3 is the perfect number. You really can make it work with 2. You really can make it work with 1. Don't forget, I also have the Mac, which counts as another screen in case I really need to be doing multiple things at once. I try to just stay limited to using 2 at a time, 2 to 3 at a time. Gotta save power as well. But yeah, so I normally tend to just rock 3 monitors. I also wanted to let you guys know that before we get into the screen flip for productivity. Okay, we are now at my setup. This is how it looks when I'm using my setup, when I'm doing my talking head. If I'm recording any videos off of my computer, this is what it looks like. So now we are gonna dive into the apps that I use for my productivity. So let's do it. Okay, so the first app I would like to go over is Notion. As you can see, the way I use Notion to stay organized with my content is I'm literally writing content scripts. I have a whole content center with all my days and stuff just put out here. I use, as you can see, Notion is pretty easy to use. I'm not going to give you guys a deep dive of everything that I do with Notion, but I do use Notion to stay organized. It is one of my things that I use on my desk. I'll have this open on either of my monitors. I usually check in on Sunday, set up my calendar for the week, and then I go from there. Now, something cool I want to show you guys that I made using Claude. If you guys want help making this, I will show you. I made a content dashboard, as you can see, that I normally have on my vertical monitor, just so I can see the stuff that's going on. So when it works, and it's working, it literally shows, as you can see, my Twitch follower count, my subs. Go follow me on Twitch at EasySticksX if you haven't already, but it shows everything. I just need to tune it up a little bit, but this is where I have my content calendar for things I'm doing for the week, all my content ideas. As you can see, I can literally go around and just, if I need a video idea, I come here, I make it. It's literally that simple. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. This is something else that I use. It's just a custom app made with Claude. So let's get into the other stuff. Now, as a content creator, I want to say using Adobe apps are probably the best investment you can make. I have Adobe Creative Cloud downloaded, and I have Photoshop, I have a Lightroom, and I have all these other apps available to me, like Premiere Pro, which I use to edit. So this is everything that I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm probably using one of these apps to make my thumbnails, to edit my videos, to edit some photos for a client. No matter what I'm doing, I'm using this right here on my desktop. I have these apps installed and I use them religiously. So when I'm actively trading as well, because I have got into day trading, I have been learning how to day trade, I do use this as well. I have this, I use TradingView, so I have TradingView open most times. And when I take my trade, I just come here, I sit down at the desk, I take my trade, I follow my rules, and then I'm done. I am starting to trade Asia session due to the fact that I'm working, so I'd rather trade off the clock in my own time. So Asia session has been added to my bag. So this is also something that I'm doing when I'm sitting here just for productivity. That pretty much wraps up my productivity zone and what I'm doing when I'm trying to be productive. I'm trying to get work done. I'm usually sitting here locked in, no music, no headphones, mic is put to the side, I have the monitors up, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm locked in. I don't have as much free time as I used to, so I have to make every minute, every second, every hour count, and that's what I've been doing with my setup. I just like how it integrates with that so fast. Like I said, I like to trade, so this is what my trading setup looks like. I like to keep my trading setup right here on this monitor when I have my trading view up. I like to use the big monitor sometimes in comparison to the vertical monitor when I just need to zoom in and get a better and bigger picture of the exact trade that I want to take. I just wanted to stop in and say, I know I talk about triple monitor setups a lot. When you're making your setup, you don't need a triple monitor. You don't even need two. Your setup has to just feel right for what's you or for what you're trying to accomplish. You can get the right setup with any budget. I promise I don't have the biggest budget for this setup. I promise it wasn't even that expensive, all things put together, that I did build this when I was coming off my last semester in college. So yeah, like, just build your setup to your strengths, everything that you need. I feel like this literally captures everything that I need. I'm now excited to show you guys my streaming zone. This is really where I get into my element. This is really where I've been pushing my content beyond cinematic creating. I've been pushing my content all over streaming platforms. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm being efficient with that, how I'm doing that. I literally showed you guys how my setup can transform to anything that I need, literally with the push of a button, the plug-in of a controller. It's all here. I'm excited. Let's get into the stream setup. For my microphone, I got this bad boy right here. I have the Zoom ZD1 microphone right here. This has amazing audio quality for a very cheap price. I'm running that to my Fifine SC8 mixer right there. I'll give you guys a zoom in shot of that as well. And then for the headphones, I'm running the HyperX Clouds right here. The wire, they go right into my mixer so I can hear everything. I can hear my soundboard and do everything just like that. Let's dive into some of the important things that I use for my streaming setup. So for lighting, we all know this is a crucial part. Make sure your face is lit up, the audience can see you. I have this Elgato key light behind me that I can control from any one of my devices. They have the app that I actually have on my phone, which is the Elgato Control Center. So with the tap of a button, the light lights up behind. Turn it off, it turns right off. All lighting is important, so I have this gaming lighting setup that at the push of a button lights up the back of my setup. just like that. I like to keep it red because it fits very nicely. So as you can see, this is how the setup looks. Now with these gaming bars, I can do stuff like this. Alexa, turn my desk light off. Alexa, turn them back on. Alexa, turn my desk light on and turn it orange. See, I can do things like this, which make my setup more unique to me, makes my workflow pretty easy. When I'm gaming and it's nighttime and there's no light in my room, I have these bouncing off the wall, they reflect off me. They can do things like listen to music and just change the colors based off that. So it's very fun. I like these very much. They work well with my LED lights on my PC. They work well with the LED lights on my mixer, as you can see. So as you can see, the lights on my mixer work very well with the lights on my gaming bars, which light up this wall right here. I have my Elgato light right here, and then I also have a wireless charging pad right here that also lights up red. I can charge my phone right here, and yeah, it all just works so perfect. So this is how my setup looks. I like this when I'm streaming. Everything is so good. I got my speakers as well right here. I haven't shown you guys my speakers. I have my PS5 running through the capture card. I also have the audio coming out of the speaker, so everything sounds good. I have my headset here running into my mixer, the soundboard. Now these two controllers represent the games that I play. When I'm gaming on PC, I have the choice of using my Xbox controller or my PS5 controller. And when I'm playing with my PS5, which I'm going to show you, I just use my PS5 controller. I also have a monitor light that sits right here on this monitor, and with the touch of a button, turns right on, so I can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm typing in the dark, or it's just not bright enough at my setup. I press this and now I have a light that just brights my whole setup. Now, this isn't my dream setup because of the amount of money that it costs. It's my dream setup because it's perfect for me, and it constantly reminds me of what I'm working towards and who I want to be. I get motivated by just sitting at my desk. I get motivated by doing the work and just immersing myself within the technology, which I love, and just being here. So that's what your setup should embody. Your setup should embody who you are and the things that you like. Your setup shouldn't be pleasing anybody. It shouldn't be a direct copy of somebody else. Yes, take the tech that you like, take the things that work for you, but this all works for me. I have no problem answering anybody's questions about the gear or why I use certain gear or how I do certain things. I know there might have been some stuff that I've missed, but there's a lot of things that go into just keeping my setup running, and I love it. I'm gonna have it for years to come. I'm gonna upgrade it little by little. I've already been adding new things since I first put this together in December. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to leave any comments. If you guys want more videos like this, or you guys want an EDC of tech that I use on a daily basis, just let me know. Like I said, this is only the beginning. I'm headed in a new direction with this channel, and I'm excited, so let's do it.